Year after year, we see NFL teams take advantage of and find steals in the NFL undrafted free agent signing pool. This year's no different. The Eagles might have found their biggest steal yet with Carson Strong, who went undrafted from Nevada. Today, I wanted to jump into Carson Strong's film, analyze what he does well, what he needs to prove on, and what his realistic outlook is with the Philadelphia Eagles. So, without further ado, let's dive into the film breakdown. Taking a look at this first play here, I really want to highlight what I think is Carson Strong's biggest strength, and that's his arm strength and his ability to throw across the middle of the field. So pre-snap here, we see the K-State defense. They're going to be rolling into a cover 3 look, and offensively, we see that Nevada's dialing up mesh here, and I really just want to focus on the 5-step post here at the bottom of the screen. And at the snap of the ball, like I said, this 5-step post is going to get a small window here for maybe a hole shot. This is because we see circled in white, the flat defender is expanding for width, trying to cover the flats here. On top of that, we see the deep third corner, number 2 here. He's playing with outside leverage, trying to have that receiver be funneled inside because he's expecting his free safety to rotate over the top here, number 3. But as I let the play roll, we're going to see Carson Strong has just too good of an arm here. He's able to sling that whole shot in there, not allowing that free safety to get back in on the play. I'll let the play roll from the top one more time, but just keep an eye on the velocity on this ball and the strength to drive this ball into a tight window. Moving on to this next play, I want to stay on the same subject of Carson Strong's arm strength and his ability to work across the middle of the field. So pre-snap here, we got a cover 4 look by the defense, and offensively, I really just want to focus on the tight end in the slot here, running this post route. At the snap of the ball, Carson Strong's going to do a great job identifying the coverage, recognizing he has middle field open due to the too high safety cover 4 look by the defense. As soon as he sees this, he's going to get his feet set, circled in white here. We see he's already loading up to throw this ball before the tight end has even broke on his post route. This is just a great sign of anticipation, throwing his receivers open. And of course, like I said, we're going to see this great arm strike, zipping it into that tight window across the middle of the field. I'll let the play roll from the top one more time, but just keep an eye on the anticipation of Carson Strong. As soon as he gets to the top of his drop, he's already loading up and getting ready to sling that shot across the middle of the field. Moving on to this next play, we're going to flip gears a little bit. Instead of looking at the arm strength of Carson Strong's ability to throw across the middle of the field, we're going to flip gears a little bit and look at his ability to throw the deep ball and his ability to take the top off of defenses. So pre-snap here, we're going to see the defense. They're going to be bracketing the go ball by the slot receiver, basically meaning the cornerback that's lined up at the outside of the screen will take any route that's breaking to the outside, and the safety that's towards the middle of the field, he'll take any route that's going to be breaking towards the innermost part of the field. At the snap of the ball, I really want to focus on this middle field safety. We see him become flat-footed, losing his leverage on the receiver, and allows the receiver to get over top of the defense now. Now it's just on Carson Strong. He's got to throw with perfect touch and accuracy here to fit that deep ball right on the inside shoulder of his receiver. As I let the play roll here, we see it's an absolute dime, taking a big strike, picking up a huge play for his offense. I'll let the play roll from the top one more time, but just keep an eye on the ball placement by Carson Strong here. This is a 50, 60-yard ball here that he's placing on a rope right on the inside shoulder of his receiver, not allowing that safety to get back underneath of that to make a play on the ball. Taking a look at this next play here, I'm going to flip gears a little bit once again, and now I want to look at Carson Strong's arm talent and his ability to work in the quick passing game. So we got a cover 3 look by the defense here, and offensively, I really just want to focus on this 10-yard hitch here at the top of the screen. So at the snap of the ball, we're going to see this hitch route get immediate leverage on the defense. We see the deep third cover 3 corner. He's clearing out circled in white. He's getting depth. And now we see circled in blue. This flat defender is late to get out underneath of this route. The biggest thing here is for Carson Strong to put enough zip on this ball to not allow the flat defender to undercut it. But also, we're going to see here as I let the play roll, it's the ball placement that's key here. He's placing it high into the outside shoulder of his receiver. This makes it nearly impossible for that flat defender to get underneath and undercut that route. This is where we see a lot of young quarterbacks throw pick sixes, but we see Carson Strong have the arm talent to throw with enough velocity and enough zip to fit it there and not allow that flat defender to undercut that hitch route. As I let this play roll through again, just keep an eye on that ball placement, that velocity, slinging that shot from the opposite hash all the way to the opposite sideline. There's no doubt about it, Carson Strong has one of the most talented arms in this draft class. But now I want to flip gears. Looking at this next play, I really want to highlight some of the concerns and the reasons why he was not drafted. So you got a defensive look here of a cover 0 blitz, and offensively, I really just want to focus on the slant route here by the slot receiver. At the snap of the ball here, really keep an eye on the pocket presence by Carson Strong. We see relatively his offensive line is doing a pretty good job picking up all these free rushers, but instead of Carson Strong standing tall and stepping up into the pocket to sling an open shot here right across the middle of the field to a slant, we see him get caught drifting backwards, almost being skittish of that pressure and throwing off his back foot here, which causes his ball to sail a little high, missing his receiver's hands. And this is a big miss for the offense because this is 3rd and goal. And instead of putting a touchdown on the board, you're going to be walking away with 3 points. I'll have the play roll from the top one more time, but just keep an eye on his footwork here. Look how he doesn't get his feet set before he throws this. Look how he drifts and throws it off his back foot, causing issues and inaccuracy concerns, making a missed opportunity for his offense. Taking a look at this next play, I want to stay on the same subject once again of Carson Strong's mechanics and his overall pocket presence. Pre-snap, we see the offense is working in mesh sit concept here, and at the snap of the ball, I really just want to focus on the deep third corner here at the top of the screen. We see him sinking for depth, circled in white here. He's 10 yards off the ball, and we see, since this is mesh sit, the receiver here, he recognizes its zone, circled in blue, so he sits his route down in the open window. But once again, look at circled in white here. Carson Strong's falling off his back foot, not standing tall in the pocket, and it makes his ball sail a little low with inaccuracy issues once again. And the receiver is able to make a really nice catch, scooping it off the ground, but it limits all of the yards after the catch ability from his receiver here. I'll have to play roll from the top one more time, but just look at Carson Strong's footwork here. Doesn't get his feet set, doesn't stand tall in the pocket. Instead, uses sloppy footwork, and it limits his offense once again. The sloppy footwork, the sloppy mechanics, the pocket presence, this is all in Carson Strong's control to improve. But now we got to put the spotlight on one of his biggest negatives and what probably sunk his draft stock the most, and that's his medical history. He's had multiple surgeries done on his knee, cleanup procedures, repair surgeries, all this stuff that's been done on his knee, and nobody really knows where his knee's at and how healthy that knee is. We really don't know, and because of that uncertainty, it definitely scared teams away from drafting Carson Strong. And it also has affected his playing time on the field. We saw it this past year at Nevada. He rushed to get back on the field, but it was detrimental to his playing style. He wasn't able to show any ability as a scrambler in the pocket. He struggled to get outside of the pocket and be a threat with his legs. On top of that, he also doesn't offer the dynamic athleticism that we see in today's modern-day NFL, like Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Desmond Ridder type style, where he's not able to be a threat with read options or quarterback run game. Also, like I said, he can't really scramble well and get outside of the pocket. Because of that, it causes major concerns for teams nowadays with the direction the NFL is heading. But at the end of the day, like I said, we've seen a lot to like from Carson Strong. As a pure quarterback, a pure passer of the football, he's incredible. He has great arm talent. He can make any throw across the field. He can take the top off of any defense. It really is just going to come down to him working on the mechanics, becoming more consistent with his footwork in the pocket, building that pocket presence, and overall making sure that knee holds up for him and making sure he stays healthy. So overall, my outlook for Carson Strong, I think he's definitely going to make the roster for the Eagles. I think he offers a very quality third string to a backup quarterback. He might just be a statue in the pocket, but he's played a lot of snaps at Nevada. He's managed the pass protection for Nevada's offensive line. He's made different play calls at the line of scrimmage. He's a very high football IQ, and he's able to make he can make any throw across the field. So like I said, I think he's going to land on his feet, stay on the roster, and be a second, third string guy. And I think down the road, will he ever push to become a starter? I don't know, probably not. He might get an opportunity down the road if he shines well in the preseason, or if Jalen Hurts goes down and he shines well as a supplemental guy. He might be able to get a contract, or someone might trade for him down the road. But as of now, as an undrafted free agent, I think the Eagles landed a phenomenal backup quarterback for the future. I'm excited to see Carson Strong develop. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Is Carson Strong going to make the roster for the Eagles? Do you guys think he's going to be a quality backup QB to Jalen Hurts, or do you think he's a waste of a roster spot? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I love hearing from you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.